Hey everybody, Matthew Heines here. I am going to narrate this episode of our India adventure. And so the first thing that we're going to see is, before we take off for the day, is this is one of the guards at the Hilton Hotel, and he's a professional military man, and he is stationed at the hotel because there's a threat of terrorism. So this is actually the last of the video you saw in the previous segment. This is the Sheesh Mahal when it is not dark, and this is what it actually looks like when it's lit up. And so, but if you haven't seen the previous video, encourage you to go back and do that. So this is outside of what is called the jail, actually, of Shah Jahan. And Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal, and his son, nice fellow that he was, he put his dad in jail, and so his dad was sentenced to live out his life in these offices here. And so this is where the fence is. This was where he was restricted to, and his wife's quarters were Mumtaz is to the left of us, and I believe I'm sitting on Mumtaz's in front of her offices there, in front of her rooms. So this is the garden, and they would be able to look out over this. And I think that sometimes the soldiers may have come and practiced in the square, but this is pretty much their entertainment. And there was, of course, all the goings on of the court that would have been going around in those buildings that you see around there. So it was probably pretty lively. I mean, it was probably a pretty noisy place, but they were not allowed to leave, and so that probably was not good. So that is what they did. And so let's take a look at this is Shah Jahan's, this would have been the view of the building that he's the most famous for, and that's the Taj Mahal over there, and that's what he would have been able to see. And now here we are, this is in Mumtaz's apartments, but not able to see. And then this is right outside, this is behind those apartments, and this is, of course, Mumtaz's apartment, which you could get into. And so here we are, just having a little picture taken here. And then for the very last time, here is a shot of the Taj Mahal, and there it is off in the distance. And Shah Jahan would have seen that every day and been reminded of why he built it and his magnificent work, but then he went to jail. So thanks, son. So I guess I won't say anything about Indian politics, but who knows if things have changed that much. So this is actually the mosque at the Agra fort, and this is the courtyard. Now this would have been a place where the soldiers would have practiced, and this would have been the military offices, because remember, the Mughals were a military caste, and so they had a very advanced military, and also obviously very advanced architecture and very advanced builders, as you can tell by the columns in this structure. And now here we are, just about ready to leave the fort, and this is the gate. Now from here we are going to get in a taxi, and we are going to venture forth to the Akbar tomb. But before we do, we're just going to take a last look at some of the scenes here at the Agra fort. And obviously, if you've been watching the other episodes, this is really an advanced architectural masterpiece. and just advanced military design. Just really advanced even for its age. With the technology of the cannons, it would have been impregnable. So now we are off, and we are going through downtown Agra. I'm actually in the back of the taxi because the taxi driver and my wife both were afraid that with my Caucasian skin, I might be a target for criminals who might try to rob us. So we took the back roads, in which I don't think there are any other kinds of roads in Agra, and obviously car traffic, especially air-conditioned Japanese car traffic, is really out of place here. And if it wasn't for the horrible humidity and the low quality of the air, I would have preferred just walking with the rest of everybody else. But anyway, it really makes you think about what it's like to be so poor and with all those poor people. So that is our shot of Agra, and now we're going to, in the next episode, we are going to go and we are going to visit the Tomb of Akbar. It should be really exciting. It's a beautiful building, and can't wait to get in there. So we'll see you guys next time. I'm Matthew Heines. Don't forget to subscribe and get a copy of my year in Oman. You're really going to love it, especially if you are from India.